Day 58 this time, Min beneath the trees. I'm down by the creek, the very lovely little gum tree behind me. Min hung in the air, willing the wind to blow in from the west. The suspense oozed through her like a toxic sludge. She was consumed with dread that at the very last moment they would betray these magnificent trees. The waiting was agonizing. The spinners jostled uneasily in the threatening atmosphere. Please, 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 wind, Min begged aloud. If you're going to blow, we need you to blow now, but I don't need you to blow now. As if it had heard Min's plea, a small, hopeful flutter lifted her drooping wings just as another roar rent the air, tossing her body about like a feather on its seething breath. Terrified and still tumbling, Min forced herself to concentrate. Please, wind, hear me. It's only you can save this forest. Instantly, an updraft surged through the valley. I'm here, the wind sang. Min yelled with elation, Go, Nephilim, go! Right, my spinner treasures, get cracking, Nephilim bellowed the command. Within seconds, millions and millions of dark brown and grey silk strands began to dance upwards on the wind. The strands wafted and waved as if in response to a giant magnet. At first their rise seemed terrifyingly slow. As the wind speed picked up, the strands shimmied upwards and began to reach the height of the young radiance, all the way weaving together to form an immense camouflage blanket that floated serenely up towards the canopy of the new forest. It's a miracle, Cassian, Min cried enthralled. The words had scarcely left her mouth when the late afternoon sky lit up. She clapped her hands to her face, her delight transformed instantly to horror. Far north of the valley, high above the canopies, a towering yellow and red fireball shot through the sky, trailing seams of angry black smoke. It hung for a moment in the darkening firmament like a second sun, hurtled to the ground with the speed of a meteor, and exploded on contact. Like a volcano, it erupted into a convulsion of flames, lava and sparks, a column of dirty grey smoke rising menacingly above it. Look, Min, Cassian breathed. It's worked in the nick of time. Connected and enmeshed, the silk strands and the predicted breeze had carried the blanket to the furthest canopies leading up to the valley wall. It was impossible to believe there'd been a forest there before. In its place sat a perfect likeness of a barren rock face. What a truly spectacular feat! Min pushed the words out through her uneven breathing. Frantically battering on the inside wall of her chest, her heart seemed to be mounting an escape. Our work is done. Farewell, glens. My spinners must seek safety urgently. Go well and stay safe, Nephilim called out as she led her armies of spinners into the new forest and away from danger. We must go now, Min tried to shout to the others as another fireball detonated close by, blasting the three glens about in the air. The force of the explosion threw Min upside down and Priska sideways. Cassian was thrown high into the billow pillow and caught in the sticky strands of the giant web. No! A long moan of despair escaped Min. Don't struggle, Cassian. Get a hold of your breathing now, Min commanded. Min took in a deep breath through her nostrils, counted to 4, and let it out slowly, repeating the process twice. It took every ounce of her courage in the face of the potential disaster confronting them. What are we going to do? Priska yelled at Min above the deafening barrage of noise. I'm going to find Otolin. He'll have the answer. Stay with Cassian, Priska, and keep him calm. I'll be back soon, Min replied. She sounded in control, even to her disbelieving ears. Cassian was in a terrible mess. His wings splayed out at odd angles. He was fully entrapped. Otolin will save you, Min reassured him. Go, Min, I'll be fine, he groaned. You should go too, Priska. No way, I'm not leaving you on your own. The sky lit up again. Another explosion, more smoke. The roar amplified the deadly hissing and crackling accompanying it. Min placed her shaking hand on Priska's heart. You're so brave. We'll get through. I'll be back soon, I promise. Min flew as fast as her exhausted body and wings allowed over the darkening tussock plain towards the old forest. The smoke was acrid. The furnace-like temperature blistered her nostrils and lips. Once in the forest, she could see the glint of fire to the north through the trees. Her mind pulsed with horror. Maybe we're too late. The fires are burning. The radiance is as predicted. How can our puny ideas work against this assault? What if we've monumentally failed? She tried to make her wings flap harder. Not sure where she was going, she had to find Otolin. She began to sob his name, flying in one direction, then another, until she was sure her body would tear itself apart. Min, stop, stop! This is a fear reaction. You're not thinking straight. You're wasting precious energy. Flick thundered. Stop in this tree. Breathe again. Rehydrate. Then reposition yourself. Where is Otolin likely to be? Flutter panted. Min calmed herself as best she could. With the council, maybe? He planned to gather the glins in that glade waiting for us, she answered them. That's better. Now ask the Radiant you're in for directions, Flick instructed calmer now. Yes, Min breathed, of course. Dear Radiant, I'm named Min Barklin. She introduced herself in Silvish, her voice rasping from the smoke. Can you direct me to the council? The Radiant replied quietly. I am named Gimlet. I know you, Min. We thank you for your work. You'll be remembered forever in our lore. Fly that way towards Micah. He rattled a branch in the direction she should fly. You'll come across a round gladelet. When you get there, turn left. The council is close by. Gimlet, I'll remember you too. Fight if you can. Min knelt down and shed a single tear. Maybe it will help, she offered, and flew on. The smoke thickened. Min was struggling to see her way when she spotted the glade where the other glins and Otolin nervously waited. And I'll see you beneath the trees tomorrow.